Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys at 2-0 to begin 2025. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His guys also 2-0, so this is a good measuring stick matchup early in the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Cleveland. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one. And look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, set. Cut.
A good play action with Love. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Denzel Ward in. Defensively to knock it away.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard.
Yellow.
They try to run it here with Jacobs. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. first and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
The man in motion is Watson. Once again, it's Jacobs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7.
Come on, set.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
On the play.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Packers.
First and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so it might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Smith, red.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm. And that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
32-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go with the rookie out of Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Now first down throw for Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down.
First and 10.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And he'll get forward for a couple. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
Get it. Go.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He finds Judy on that one. down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Viking 18. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Browns.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Catch made there by Watson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36-yard.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. That is intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
The 3rd down pass.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
Okay, quick.
2nd down, they need 7.
Ready? Go, Reed. Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie.
You know, whether you're manning the middle or you're a rusher coming off the edge, if you play linebacker in this league, you have to have the ability to handle yourself in pass coverage. If the expectation is that a throw is going to head his way, he'll make that play. And that was the biggest play he could have made. That was really nicely done.
And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run with Jacobs. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, to bring up a fresh set of downs. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Jacobs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
A 20-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Shot alert! Shot alert! Ready! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready!
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
18 Cardinals.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Watch one.
Now, Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Yellow. 45. White.
On second down, Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will score! Christian Watson, touchdown Packers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On second down, here's Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second, Browns in control of the football as they come up to face 3rd and 5. Watson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Quick, yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Check right.
Love to throw. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he get...
And he's in! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight end in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback. He can play H-back. He can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on third down. Watson. That's out wide to Judkins. And he's out of bounds, couple of yards short of the marker. So, decision to make here as it's fourth down.
It came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in four-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, Panther. Let go.
They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 18 Card, 19 Lion.
Back to throw is Watson. This pass caught by Jeudy. And he will get into the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Makes the score Packers 24, Browns 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Packers offense in wideout, Matthew Golden, headed for their next possession. And before this drive gets going, why don't we take a look at some of the leading contenders in the race to see who might take home the award as the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Second down throw for Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Back to throw is Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Big slant into the hands of Golden. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 45 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now. Flat. Next push.
Now Love. Out wide. It's Dobbs. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal.
Set, punt. 60 rest. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 20-yard line.
Deputy.
On the give, it's Judkins. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Cleveland.
And the Browns.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Watson now on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Third and 11.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Watson. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
To the right side, it's Judkins. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this.
Dragon 60.
To throw on second down is Watson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains, so third down is not so daunting.
18, Pioneer.
Third and long for Watson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. So we've seen from start of the season, the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does a kickoff team handle it? Pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points at the end. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. This returnable for Hardman. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10.
Down. 8 Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Motion.
Throwing is Watson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Back into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Watson. Right back to Judy. He's got it again.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing again is Watson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
Pat. Ready, ready?
To the air again. Watson. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Browns first down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
Cap 60. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw is Watson. This one is pulled in on the feet and bounds. Yes! DJ Josh. Touchdown Browns.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. As the Browns cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Browns 21.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Love to throw on first and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The outside. It's brought in by Golden. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 15
6
yards.
catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this is Devon Achane. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Dolphins are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And it's Mr. Squat Rack himself, Nick Chubb. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Texans looking to go 3-0 to start the year. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. The Colts with a big lead on the road at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2. Kicks off. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay,
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go. Fix the Eagle, fix the Eagle.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Watson. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here's Watson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This is brought in downfield by Judy.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready up. Back. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Watson to throw again. Off throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Here we go. Let go.
Fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll take it on in. Harold Fannin. Touchdown, Cleveland. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage.
24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
Smith red. Set hut. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The left side, he finds Krabs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Gain of 10 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Yes,
46.
Go play action with Love. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Smith red.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Green Bay.
Opposite. 3.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Finding space at the 15. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
28 more yards. And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and
Blue
goal.
check.
Here's Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
up the middle goes Judkins here, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 19, 8, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw is Watson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 Lions. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. This one broke up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Green.
Love firing to Golden. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's for safety. Grant Delpit, star at LSU, in there for the sack.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
He gets that complete as he hits Reed. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Packers.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion, Reed.
White.
On play action, Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Devin Bush getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's complete to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. On the ground, It's Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Love. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy.
And he will get into the end zone. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. 18, Radler, 18.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. That pickup's good for 29 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Evan Williams is there for the stop. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
Shotgun snap to Watson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Watson now on 1st down. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50s.
That's another.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Watson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground. Judson. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, set. Hawk 7, 19, Tiger, 19, Lion.
To throw is Watson. No chance at all. He'll go down. They'll look to pick up the pace.
Brings up 4th down.
Warrior 70.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Packers offense in wideout, Matthew Golden, headed for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. This one is caught by Reeves. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game? When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
In motion, it's Golden. 2nd down throw for Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 35.
Check right.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check.
2nd down, they need 7.
Quick. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Love. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Pushed out to his left, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly had the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, Watson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got room at the 30. And he will score. Game on. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter.
38.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Check pink.
On the handoff, this is Jacob. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific. Starter there, gain of 15, and a first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Check pink.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Opposite.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. On his way early and often. That one for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is...
That is caught. What a throw. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10.
Get it. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. 11. Panther 11.
Play action. Watson. Throw to the right flank. It is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
10 yards.
His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
So, first and 10
line.
here now at the 38.
Stephanie. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's Judkins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Ready. Let go.
Off play action. Here's Watson. Downfield for Njoku. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Brings up a third down.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun, here on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might
Defense.
make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Warriors 70. Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep downfield for Judy. And he will score. Game on. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff.
Makes the score Packers 48, Browns 45.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a first and 10.
Check pitch.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 46, here's second down and 4.
Ready. Ready. 50.
In motion, it's Golden. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that one one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw in the curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 52, boom.
Now Love. They'll set up the screen to Wilson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Open is Kraft. He's got it. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he searches folks for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Drill.
2nd and 5.
Yellow. Ready?
On the ground, here's Wilson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
5-yard gain on the play.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
First down.
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready up. Come on, set.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
After being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers are able to extend the lead.
Browns 45.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.